Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's David Palmer, Leo King. I thought I would go live because I'm going to be doing another live show, I don't know, in like the next hour. And it's going to be all about jet skiing. So some of my audience that's into astrology, spirituality might be like, I don't want to watch this or whatever. So I thought I would put up some astrology first on my first live stream before I do the jet ski stuff that'll be in like an hour or so. But what I want to talk about is what's approaching Friday, okay? Now, today's a great day, Thursday. We got some amazing aspects going on. We've got Venus and Neptune, Neptune and the moon with the moon and Venus. All three of these are loving themselves. They all three are always in a jacuzzi, hanging out, having drinks, having fun, feeling good. So Thursday's a great day. Kind of a relief, to be honest with you, after so much of the harsh and intense energy that's been going on. This day could really kind of decompress a lot of energy. But what's really odd is Friday. The dark moon is going to come over Chiron, where Mercury is going to stop and station and get ready for its direct motion on Sunday. So what does this mean? Well, number one, when Mercury stops, it's not the easiest of transits because everything is like freeze framed while there's a moon dark. Now that's two transits by themselves, which are very unique, happening at the same time. And when you have a dark moon in Pisces, which can already be a very emotional, very kind of melodramatic moon, and especially on top of Chiron, it makes the melodramatics even more intense. Friday might be a day where things are going to not go exactly as planned, might not look the way that you want them to, but I think that that's going to be very temporary. So don't lose it on Friday. I'm just putting a big warning out there, or a freak out about what might happen in the world, or a freak out about what might happen, because you got to remember that Mercury is retrograding still, and it's going backwards. And as this backwards energy is going on, it's looking at the asteroid Chiron, right? So Chiron is already a thing that Mercury doesn't want to look at. Mercury is kind of sliding downhill in Aries going, oh my gosh, am I really going to go back down to the bottom of the ocean? Like it's kind of on the sand, like, oh man. So you got to remember that there's a possibility for people on Friday to lose sight of what's really going on in life and feel like this isn't what I thought it was, this isn't my way that my life should be, emotionally feeling, Moon Chiron can feel like I don't know how to take care of myself, or I feel that I've been screwed over emotionally, and I think a lot of this is going to need to be reminded. The good news is there's some really positive aspects with Mars and Venus right now to Neptune, which of course makes things even more sensitive personally about situations, and with the moon here. So it's an odd thing. That's why I'm bringing this up, of how Thursday can be such a great day, and then Friday just kind of feel, whoa, what's going on? Saturday, of course, is the last day of Mercury retrograde, but it's interesting that the moon's in Aries. So the new moon's starting. Yes, it's still technically a dark moon, but whenever the moon comes into the same sign as the sun, there's a lot more of an easier aspect to it all. And really, then we have this new moon that happens on Sunday, which is really exciting. So I think the weekend's very exciting, but I wanted to put out a little bit of like I don't want to say a warning, but just a little bit of a, hey, this is what's going on. Don't freak out about what's going to happen here on Friday. These two aspects are very rare, and they're happening at the same time. And so, and it could even come into Saturday a little bit, because it is technically still a dark moon and Mercury station. But I don't think it's something to freak out about. You could be freaking out about the weirdest things in your life, and you don't need to. Like, I think that's part of what this Neptune aspect is. Now, you usually think Neptune's going to be deceiving or take you down the wrong energetic road or whatever, but the truth is right now it's like you might think things are way worse than they really are, okay? Or, I'll be honest with you, some people could be in the space of what they think is more, rose-colored than it really is, right? Like, or some people find some sort of way to avoid the kind of truth or reality that's going on. I think if you're very honest about the reality in front of you right now, you're okay, but you must not also freak out at the same time. If you're on the other side of things right now, which is like, oh, everything's really good in my life, and you also know at the same time there's something that you need to pay more attention to in your reality, like, don't slip into your confidence of everything's good when really maybe things aren't. So it's kind of a weird, parallel that we're going through right now. And so I think it's extremely important for people to say, hey, in both cases, let's stay real, let's stay positive, and let's not freak out, and let's keep all those in a nice alignment right now. And I think you'll be fine, especially Friday. Friday is such a weird day. Having a dark moon at the end of Pisces on top of Chiron could just feel like, this isn't going the way that I wanted to. It's not going the way that I thought. It's not going the way that, It's like with Mercury looking at Chiron and thinking am I going actually to Chiron? No. And this is all, and I haven't even brought it up yet, while Saturn is stationing, right? So Saturn at the same time that Mercury is stationing. So when you get Mercury station and Saturn station, which means Saturn's stopping. Saturn's like dead stop. Saturn's like, sorry. It could feel like you're at the end of your rope about a lot of issues in your life. And there's this Mars, Venus, Neptune thing to kind of, bring a little bit of jacuzzi to you. I don't know how to put it as a better way. Or, kind of like a relaxant. It's kind of like the universe is saying, we reached, and I hate to use a motor analogy, we reached red line. We almost overheated. And the universe has kind of come with this Mars, Venus, Neptune to save the day. So isn't it interesting that no matter how crazy things can start to feel that we get into our lives, the universe always steps in and finds some sort of way to fix things, some sort of way to give us relief, some sort of way to make us feel better. So I think it's extremely important for us to remember that I don't believe, and I've looked at all the astrology over the next, 5 years, and you can watch, I have like a 2-3 hour video, I forgot how long it is, about the next 5 years. Maybe it is 5 hours long. Yeah, I think it is 5 hours long. It's about the next 5 years, which you can always purchase at my website, theleoking.com. You just click on, I think it's astrology videos and purchase. But I've looked at the next 5 years. Right at the line, right when it's the worst it's always going to get, the universe is going to throw something beautiful in. Mars, Venus trine, Mars, Venus, Neptune, Jupiter and Sag, trine Uranus, or like there'll be like weird things that will come out. And even though Jupiter and Uranus, I think, technically won't trine until Capricorn, if I'm correct, it still is this thing in our life that we need to really start to realize that the universe will always come through right when you don't think it is. And especially more so than this weekend. Like, way too much fear is going around, I think, energetically in ourselves. And I think that we all have to, and I think Thursday is a day to remind ourselves that the universe, can put ice on things and chill things out when it feels like it's a little too crazy or it's not working right, that it's all going to be okay. So I wanted to put that out there and to remind people that it's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. Everything's chill. Might look crazier than it really is. And whatever has come up that has looked crazy in your life or that you want to make a redirection in your life, you got to go face that over these next couple weeks and make those more strong decisions. But I think that the universe has put a very heavy decision on your plate. That's what Saturn station is, and especially when it's in Capricorn, it's the biggest decision of your life. And you're going to go weigh all that stuff out in Taurus. Weigh if it's of value to you. Weigh out if it's the right thing, and make some very high-end decisions with Uranus coming out of shadow now, coming at the 29th degree of Aries in this next couple weeks. You'll make a decision that'll change your reality and change your persona. And Chiron coming into Aries, these are new decisions that are coming, and you don't have to make them now. You don't have to make them this weekend. You don't need to freak out about them now. You're okay. I swear. You might think I'm crazy. You might think there's no way for some situations to kind of get figured out and be all right. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. I think this weekend's going to be awesome. It's just not letting ourselves get too crazy over things that we don't need to. So I wanted to put that out there. Thanks so much. Share it out. Like I said, again, I'm doing a jet ski video here in the next hour live. That'll be on my channels. So I didn't want all my people to think, oh man, where's the astrology? I just did deeper astrology. It's on YouTube. It's for free. It's on my Facebooks. It's for free. That show kicked butt. Thank you so much. The numbers are just blowing up right now in the comments. I just super appreciate it. But there'll be a cool jet ski video coming up here in the next hour. So I didn't want to let my normal fans, feel like I wasn't thinking about them. So thanks so much. Sending you all my best. I'll see you all later, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a good weekend, too.